Hey guys, it's KC from SportsPicksNation.com back with you again. Today is Thursday, December the 1st, 2011, and wow, what a nice day we had yesterday to close out the month of November, and we needed it, guys. To have to show a net profit, we needed to have a nice winning day yesterday, and that's what we got. First of all, I gave you Toledo minus the 1 or 1.5, and that was a winner. They won by 2. They trailed the whole game, but they found a way to win by 2, so that was a winner. Then, blowout winner with Richmond easily getting it done over the Tribe of William and Mary. Then, we come back with Wisconsin plus 8 at North Carolina. And it looked like going into the final stretch of the last 4 or 5 minutes, Carolina started to get a double-digit lead. However, Wisconsin was able to sneak back in the back door and stay within the 8 points like we thought that they would. Did you guys happen to catch the end of that game? He throws up a half-court three-pointer with time running out and at the buzzer and totally swishes it. So it winds up being a 60-57 game. But it doesn't matter because even had he not made that three-pointer, we still would have got the cover. But nice 3 games for us. We did happen to lose on the Sacramento State. They got blown out by Cal Poly Slow. However, a 3-1 day, I'll take that any day of the week, guys. So we wind up the month with about $1,700 in net profit if you bet with me and bet the way that I do. Not a great month, but hey, it is a net profit, so we'll take it. Better than last month. Last month we only were good for about $1,200, but the month before, in September, we were good for, I think, if memory serves me, about $2,200 or $2,300 in profit. And guys, I've had months where I've made $4,000 and $5,000 in net profit. I've had months where I've had negative net profit. The whole idea is to try to have winning months every single month across every single play, across every single sport. That is the goal. All right, so today we've got 4 more picks lined up for you. And I will be breaking down the West Virginia-South Florida game for you in detail. The other picks I'm just going to give to you just for the sake of time. I will say, guys, if you want these picks texted to your cell phone for free every single day, at the time that I release the picks, I get these out as early as I can. It is free. All you simply have to do is text the word PICKS, that's P-I-C-K-S, to 94932. That's PICKS to 94932. All right, first of all, let's break down this West Virginia at South Florida game. Obviously, West Virginia needs a win here. They need a win, and they've won 3 out of the last 4, and now they have a shot at a BCS bowl game. They get a victory tonight, and Connecticut win, or basically a Cincinnati win over Connecticut with a Connecticut loss. The Mountaineers, they would be in a 3-way tie with Louisville and Cincinnati. Now, they basically would be the highest ranked team out of those 3, so they would most likely get a bid. West Virginia is 3-1 straight up and against the spread on the road this season. Obviously, quarterback Geno Smith has broken all kinds of school records. He's got over 3,700 yards passing. He's got a 65% completion rate, but the most impressive thing to me is his 25 TD to 5 interception ratio. That is something that's key. They also have a couple of good receivers on that side of the ball. But let's look at the other side. Let's look at South Florida. South Florida, they started off the season by reeling off 4 straight wins. But since then, they've lost 6 of the last 7 straight up, and they're only 1-7 against the spread. Now, West Virginia is a road chalk of 2.5 points in this game, and I like West Virginia. So we are going to go with West Virginia on this one. So take West Virginia minus the 2.5 points. And guys, now let's turn our attention to the hardwood of the NCAA, college basketball. We're starting to heat up in college basketball, and I've got a couple more games that I like. The first game that I like tonight is Middle Tennessee State from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. That's right, Murfreesboro. I've actually been there. The Blue Raiders taking on Tennessee State, traveling actually it's at Tennessee State. And this one opened up with the Blue Raiders as a road chalk of about 4 to 4.5. Now, right now, I'm getting it at 5. I'm going to take it at 5. I'm going to take the Blue Raiders. You know, they've done very, very well They had a game at UCLA a couple of weeks ago, and they were I believe they were a double-digit underdog, and they wound up winning that game by like 20 or 25 points, something like that. I mean, just embarrassed the Bruins. Now, obviously, UCLA is not the same UCLA team that we're used to seeing, but still, that was a huge win. And this Middle Tennessee State team is no slouch, so I look for them to get the win on the road. I think they'll cover the 5 points. I see them winning this game somewhere around 8 or 9 points, most likely, over Tennessee State. All right, Georgetown and Alabama. The Alabama Crimson Tide and the Georgetown Hoyas. Alabama has played very well, and they're off to, I think this is the best start, or ties the best start in school history for basketball. They have not lost this year. Georgetown, on the other hand, they've only lost one game. That was to the Kansas Jayhawks, and that was a tough one. The Jayhawks got that one. They won that game, but not without some struggle. And this Hoya team is young, but they've proven they're tough, and they play some very tenacious defense. Right now, they're getting 7.5 points. I like the Hoyas here. So I'm going to take the Georgetown Hoyas plus the 7.5 points. I think Georgetown could possibly win this game outright, but I like the 7.5 points. I'll take that as a gift. So we're going with Georgetown 7.5. All right, the last game that I want to talk about is Providence and South Carolina. Guys, the South Carolina team is not very good. They're not. They were beaten at home by Tennessee State. You know, Providence comes in here as a 5.5 point underdog. I think Providence could possibly win this game outright. I'm going to go with Providence. I just don't see South Carolina being able to get it done. They haven't showed me anything. They haven't given me a reason to believe that they're worth taking. You know, I'm going to take the points, and I'm going to go with Providence. So the 4 picks that I've got: West Virginia in football, West Virginia minus 2.5. Then Middle Tennessee State minus 5, Georgetown plus 7.5, and Providence plus 4.5. Guys, I know there's an NFL game tonight, but I mean, come on, who cares? It's the Seahawks and the Eagles. I mean, the Seahawks, could they be any more boring? The Eagles, could they be any more underachieving? I mean, Vic is out, Macklin is out. It looks like LaShawn McCoy is going to be, maybe he'll play, but he's got problems with his toe. He may or may not play. If he does play, probably won't be 100%. On the other side of the ball, you got Tavares Jackson. You know, the Vikings didn't want him. I'm not so sure the Seahawks want him, but I mean, the guy is tough as nails. I'll give him credit. I mean, he's playing with a torn pectoral muscle. I can imagine how excruciating that must be. Also, he's got a partially torn bicep. I mean, I don't know. Here's the thing. I'm not going to post this play, and I'm not going to play this game myself. I'm going to stay away from it. But if you have to play it, I mean, if you're one of those guys that just has to get in on this NFL action tonight, fine. Put a small play on the under. The over-under right now is 43.5. If you got to be on this game, I would take the under. I just don't see a lot of points being scored here. So there you have it. All right, guys. That's all I got. Please give us a like on Facebook. We're at facebook.com/SportsPicksNation. I'm KC from www.SportsPicksNation.com. Wishing all of us good luck tonight.